So alcohol sales were up 55% in the United States on the week ending on March 21st, and the online sales of alcohol were up 243%. Now, regardless of the reason why these sales were increased, whether that had just been more of a preparation measure people were taking to stockpile alcohol, sort of like the stockpiling of toilet paper going on, or of, just buying alcohol as a way to sort of cope with a quarantine situation, regardless of why, the point of this video is to talk about the audacity of following the World Health Organization and the Center of Disease Control and Prevention's advice for coronavirus, yet completely neglecting this sort of advice for our own selves in the form of alcohol consumption. And I'm not trying to downplay COVID-19 at all, because it is an extremely serious worldwide issue, and we need to be doing our parts to take care of ourselves, be mindful of those around us, and help to contain the spread of this illness. And my biggest goal as someone who talks about fitness, health, and wellness is to help spark thoughtful, conscious decision-making in the different actions that we do, why we choose to do what we do. So many of us are doing everything we can to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Staying away from social gatherings, distancing yourself 6 feet or more away from strangers outside, sanitizing everything around us, washing our hands, yet we neglect the health of our insides. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization are the two main governing bodies giving out the information to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Yet on these same organizational sites, we can see the advice that they give for alcohol. And it should come as no surprise to anyone that alcohol is toxic to the body. It says right on the CDC's website, alcohol is an immunosuppressant. It suppresses your immune system. It makes you more likely to contract illness and disease. And alcohol is classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer as a carcinogen. It increases your risk of cancer. Not only that, but also increases your risk of a variety of chronic diseases. There's absolutely nothing good that alcohol does for your body. And again, I'm not bashing you if you're someone who drinks alcohol regularly, but to think about all of the increases in disease that it can cause, the fact that we're so willing to listen to these organizations to sanitize and disinfect everything, yet we're willing to suppress our own immune systems. Doesn't that just sound a little audacious? Are these feel-good effects of alcohol really worth it? Like, what does an increase in cancer risk and cardiovascular disease risk mean to you? What does that mean to you in comparison to that feel-good effect that you get? And I think that during tough times like this, we need to be doing everything we can, not just on the outside to prevent the spread of disease and illness, but also take care of ourselves on the inside as well. And abstaining from alcohol as much as possible is the best thing you can do for your health, for your immunity. And again, I feel like I just need to keep saying it. I'm not trying to bash you if you drink alcohol. I'm trying to understand the why. And again, going back to this idea of the conscious, thoughtful decision-making that we do, what are we doing to help prevent the spread of illness and disease physically? But why aren't we taking those same measures internally as well? Why is the sale of alcohol increasing, yet sanitizers and wipes are flying off the counters as well? And if you're using alcohol excessively to cope with the current situation, there's lots of help that you can find online. And this is also a great opportunity to explore other alternatives for hobbies that maybe you've never done before. And if you are working from home and adjusting to that new lifestyle, I know it can be really, really challenging at first, but alcohol is not the answer to our problems. It's going to be interesting to see the change in alcohol sales in the upcoming weeks. And it's a huge bummer to hear that alcohol sales are increasing during this time of quarantine, but hopefully it's something that doesn't continue to increase. And once again, I encourage you to limit your alcohol consumption as much as you possibly can. And to end this video, I'm genuinely very, very curious, what keeps you drinking alcohol during troubled times like this? Because the why behind alcohol consumption has always been something that's very interesting to me and something that I want to look into deeper. So please let me know what you think down in the comments below. I hope you don't feel like I offended you in any way, but I just wanted to bring to light that mindset we have of following certain guidelines for things, yet how we sometimes neglect the guidelines to help ourselves internally. And that going forward, I hope that we can all make conscious decisions that aren't just thinking about the outside of us, but the inside of us as well. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.